Louisiana is a state in the deep south and south-central regions of the United States. It borders Texas to the west, Arkansas to the north, and Mississippi to the east. Of the 50 U.S. states, it ranks 20th in land area and the 25th in population, with roughly 4.6 million residents. Reflecting its French heritage, Louisiana is the only U.S. state with political subdivisions termed parishes, which are equivalent to counties, making it one of only two U.S. states not subdivided into counties, the other being Alaska and its boroughs. Baton Rouge is the state's capital, and New Orleans, a French Louisiana region, is its largest city with a population of about 383,000 people. Louisiana has a coastline with the Gulf of Mexico to the south. A large part of its eastern boundary is demarcated by the Mississippi River. Much of Louisiana's lands were formed from sediment washed down the Mississippi River, leaving enormous deltas and vast areas of coastal marsh and swamp. These contain a rich southern biota, including birds such as ibises and egrets, many species of tree frogs such as the state-recognized American green tree frog, and fish such as sturgeon and paddlefish. More elevated areas, particularly in the north, contain a wide variety of ecosystems such as tallgrass prairie, longleaf pine forest, and wet savannas. These support an exceptionally large number of plant species, including many species of terrestrial orchids and carnivorous plants. Over half the state is forested. Louisiana is situated at the confluence of the Mississippi River system and the Gulf of Mexico. Its location and biodiversity attracted various indigenous groups thousands of years before Europeans arrived in the 17th century. Louisiana has 18 Native American tribes, the most of any southern state, of which 4 are federally recognized and 10 are state recognized. The French claimed the territory in 1682, and it became the political, commercial, and population center of the larger colony of New France. From 1762 to 1801, Louisiana was under Spanish rule, briefly returning to French rule before being sold by Napoleon to the U.S. in 1803. It was admitted to the Union in 1812 as the 18th state. Following statehood, Louisiana saw an influx of settlers from the eastern U.S. as well as immigrants from the West Indies, Germany, and Ireland. It experienced an agricultural boom, particularly in cotton and sugarcane, which were cultivated primarily by slaves from Africa. As a slave state, Louisiana was one of the original 7 members of the Confederate States of America during the American Civil War. Louisiana's unique French heritage is reflected in its toponyms, dialects, customs, demographics, and legal system. Relative to the rest of the southern U.S., Louisiana is multilingual and multicultural, reflecting an admixture of Louisiana French, Cajun, Creole, Spanish, French-Canadian, Acadian, Saint Domingue Creole, Native American, and West African cultures, generally the descendants of slaves stolen in the 18th century. More recent migrants include Filipinos and Vietnamese. In the post-Civil War environment, Anglo-Americans increased the pressure for Anglicization, and in 1921, English was shortly made the sole language of instruction in Louisiana schools before a policy of multilingualism was revived in 1974. Louisiana has never had an official language, and the state constitution enumerates the right of the people to preserve, foster, and promote their respective historic, linguistic, and cultural origins. Based on national averages, Louisiana frequently ranks low among U.S. states in terms of health, education, and development, with high rates of poverty and homicide. In 2018, Louisiana was ranked as the least healthy state in the country, with high levels of drug-related deaths. It also has had the highest homicide rate in the United States since at least the 1990s. The brown pelican has an 18-inch long bill and large throat pouch. Its head is white in front and dark brown behind, extending down the neck and back. The southern magnolia, Magnolia grandiflora, is a large, broadleaf, evergreen tree native to the southeastern United States. It is a favorite landscape tree in the south, known for its oversized, fragrant flowers and green leaves. The tree is named after Pierre Magnol, a French botanist who discovered it in Louisiana. The southern magnolia is a moderately fast-growing tree that grows best in rich, moist, well-drained soils. The bald cypress Taxodium distichum is a deciduous conifer native to the southeastern United States. It's also known as the swamp cypress, white cypress, tidewater red cypress, gulf cypress, and red cypress. The bald cypress is a hardy and tough tree that can adapt to a wide range of soil types, including wet, salty, dry, or swampy. It's known for the russet red fall color of its lacy needles. The U.S. state of Louisiana is divided into 64 parishes, French paroisses, Spanish paroquias, and the remaining 48 other states are divided into counties, while Alaska is divided into boroughs and census areas. Louisiana's usage of the term parish for a geographic region or local government dates back to the French colonial and Spanish colonial periods. 38 parishes are governed by a council called a police jury. The remaining 26 have various other forms of government, including council president, council manager, parish commission, and consolidated parish and city.
Top 10 largest cities in Louisiana.
Number 10. Alexandria, Louisiana. Alexandria is the 9th largest city in the state of Louisiana and is the parish seat and largest city of Rapides Parish, Louisiana, United States. It lies on the south bank of the Red River in almost the exact geographic center of the state. It is the principal city of the Alexandria metropolitan area, population 153,922, which encompasses all of Rapides and Grant parishes. Its neighboring city is Pineville. In 2010, the population was 47,723, an increase of 3% from the 2000 census. Number 9. Monroe, Louisiana. Monroe is the 9th largest city in the U.S. state of Louisiana and is the parish seat and largest city of Ouachita Parish, with a 2020 census tabulated population of 47,702. It is the principal city of the Monroe Metropolitan Statistical Area, the second largest metropolitan area in North Louisiana. Number 8. Bossier City, Louisiana. Bossier City is a city in Bossier Parish in the northwestern region of the state of Louisiana in the United States. It is the second most populous city in the Shreveport-Bossier City Metropolitan Statistical Area. In 2020, it had a total population of 62,701, up from 61,315 in 2010. Located on the eastern bank of the Red River, Bossier City is closely tied economically and socially to its larger sister city Shreveport on the western bank. The parish operates its own community college, Bossier Parish Community College. Number 7. Kenner, Louisiana. Kenner is a city in the U.S. state of Louisiana. It is the most populous city in Jefferson Parish and is the largest incorporated suburban city of New Orleans. The population was 66,448 at the 2020 census, making it the 6th most populous city in Louisiana. Number 6. Lake Charles, Louisiana. Lake Charles is the 5th most populous city in the U.S. state of Louisiana and the parish seat of Calcasieu Parish, located on Lake Charles, Preen Lake, and the Calcasieu River. Founded in 1861 in Calcasieu Parish, it is a major industrial, cultural, and educational center in the southwest region of the state. As of the 2020 U.S. Census, Lake Charles's population was 84,872. The city and metropolitan area of Lake Charles is considered a regionally significant center of petrochemical refining, gambling, tourism, and education, being home to McNeese State University and Sewell Technical Community College. Because of the lakes and waterways throughout the city, metropolitan Lake Charles is often called the Lake Area. Number 5. Lafayette, Louisiana. Lafayette is the most populous city in and parish seat of Lafayette Parish in the U.S. state of Louisiana, located along the Vermilion River. It is Louisiana's 4th most populous city, with a 2020 census population of 121,374. The consolidated city parish's population was 241,753 in 2020. The Lafayette metropolitan area was Louisiana's 3rd largest metropolitan statistical area with a population of 478,384 at the 2020 census. The Acadiana region containing Lafayette is the largest population and economic corridor between Houston, Texas, and New Orleans. Originally established as Vermilionville in the 1820s and incorporated in 1836, Lafayette developed as an agricultural community until the introduction of retail and entertainment centers and the discovery of oil in the area in the 1940s. Since the discovery of oil, the city and parish have had the highest number of workers in the oil and natural gas industry in Louisiana as of 2018. With the issuance of a bond ordinance for a series of roads connecting nearby settlements, the establishment of the University of Louisiana System's Lafayette campus, and the continued diversification of its economy, Lafayette and its metropolitan area have experienced population growth since the 1840 census and was promptly nicknamed the Hub City. The city and parish of Lafayette are also known as the Heart of Acadiana. As a result of its growth, the city and region have become major centers for the technology industry. Lafayette also became a major center for healthcare and social services, aerospace, banking, and retail. Notable corporations with headquarters or a large presence in the Lafayette area have included Amazon, Brookshire Grocery Company, CGI, JP Morgan Chase, Ochsner Health System, Petroleum Helicopters International, and Rouse's Markets. Lafayette is home to a diverse population from Louisiana Creole and Cajun backgrounds. In 2014, Lafayette was named the happiest city in America. The city and region's cultural icons include Alexander Mountain House, Brent House, Charles H. Mountain House, the Cathedral of St. John the Evangelist, Daigle House, First United Methodist Church, Holy Rosary Institute, Hope Lodge No. 145, and Old Lafayette City Hall. Its educational institutions include the University of Louisiana at Lafayette, South Louisiana Community College, and Remington College. Number 4. Metairie, Louisiana. Metairie is an unincorporated community and census-designated place (CDP) in Jefferson Parish, Louisiana, United States, and is part of the New Orleans metropolitan area. With a population of 143,507 in 2020, Metairie is the largest community in Jefferson Parish and was, as of 2010, the 5th largest CDP in the United States. It is an unincorporated area that as of 2020 would have been Louisiana's 4th largest city behind Shreveport if incorporated. Number 3. Shreveport, Louisiana. Shreveport is a city in the U.S. state of Louisiana. It is the 3rd most populous city in Louisiana after New Orleans and Baton Rouge. The bulk of Shreveport is in Caddo Parish, of which it is the parish seat. It extends along the west bank of the Red River into neighboring Bossier Parish. The 2020 census tabulation for the city's population was 187,593, while the Shreveport and Bossier City metropolitan area had a population of 393,406. Shreveport was founded in 1836 by the Shrevetown Company, a corporation established to develop a town at the juncture of the newly navigable Red River and the Texas Trail, an overland route into the newly independent Republic of Texas. It grew throughout the 20th century and, after the discovery of oil in Louisiana, became a national center for the oil industry. Standard Oil of Louisiana and United Gas Corporation were headquartered in the city until the 1960s and 1980s, respectively. After the loss of jobs in the oil industry, the closure of General Motors Shreveport operations, and other economic problems, it struggled with a declining population, poverty, drugs, and violent crime. However, the city continues in its efforts to revitalize its infrastructure, revive the economy through diversification, and lower crime. Despite these efforts, the city witnessed the largest number of homicides in its recorded history in 2021, eclipsing the previous records set in 1993. Shreveport is the educational, commercial, and cultural center of the Ark-La-Tex region, where Arkansas, Louisiana, and Texas meet. It is the location of Centenary College of Louisiana, Louisiana State University Shreveport, Louisiana Tech University Shreveport, Southern University at Shreveport, and Louisiana Baptist University. It forms part of the Interstate 20 Cyber Corridor linking Shreveport to Dallas and Atlanta. Companies with significant operations or headquarters in Shreveport are Amazon, Regions Financial Corporation, JP Morgan Chase, Sam's Town Hotel and Gambling Hall, AT&T Mobility, United Parcel Service, Walmart, Swepco, General Electric, UOP LLC, Calumet Specialty Products Partners, and APS Payroll. Number 2. Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Baton Rouge is the capital city of the U.S. state of Louisiana. Located on the eastern bank of the Mississippi River, it had a population of 227,470 as of 2020. It is the seat of Louisiana's most populous parish county equivalent, East Baton Rouge Parish, and the center of Louisiana's second largest metropolitan area and city, Greater Baton Rouge. The Baton Rouge area owes its historical importance to its strategic site upon the Istramo Bluff, the first natural bluff upriver from the Mississippi River Delta at the Gulf of Mexico. This allowed development of a business quarter safe from seasonal flooding. In addition, it built a levee system stretching from the bluff southward to protect the riverfront and low-lying agricultural areas. Baton Rouge has developed as a culturally rich center, with settlement by immigrants from numerous European nations and African peoples brought to North America as slaves or indentured servants. It was ruled by 7 different nations: the French, Spanish, and British in the colonial era, briefly the Republic of West Florida, the United States as a territory and a state, the Confederate States of America, and the United States again since the end of the American Civil War. Throughout the governance of these various occupying national governments of Baton Rouge, the city and its metropolitan area have developed as a multicultural region practicing many religious traditions from Catholicism to Protestantism and Louisiana Voodoo. Baton Rouge is a major, growing industrial, petrochemical, medical, research, motion picture, and technology center of the American South. It is the location of Louisiana State University, the LSU system's flagship university and the state's largest institution of higher education. It is also the location of Southern University, the flagship institution of the Southern University system, the nation's only historically black college system. The port of Greater Baton Rouge is the 10th largest in the U.S. by tonnage shipped, and it is the farthest upstream Mississippi River port capable of handling Panamax ships. Major corporations participating in the Baton Rouge Metropolitan Statistical Area's economy include Amazon, Lamar Advertising Company, Barbecue Guys, Marucci Sports, Piccadilly Restaurants, Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, ExxonMobil, Brown & Root, Shell, and Dow Chemical Company. Number 1. New Orleans, Louisiana. New Orleans, commonly known as NOLA or the Big Easy among other nicknames, is a consolidated city parish located along the Mississippi River in the southeastern region of the U.S. state of Louisiana. With a population of 383,997 according to the 2020 U.S. Census, it is the most populous city in Louisiana and the French Louisiana region, third most populous city in the Deep South, and the 12th most populous city in the southeastern United States. Serving as a major port, New Orleans is considered an economic and commercial hub for the broader Gulf Coast region of the United States. New Orleans is world-renowned for its distinctive music, Creole cuisine, unique dialects, and its annual celebrations and festivals, most notably Mardi Gras. The historic heart of the city is the French Quarter, known for its French and Spanish Creole architecture and vibrant nightlife along Bourbon Street. The city has been described as the most unique in the United States, owing in large part to its cross-cultural and multilingual heritage. Additionally, New Orleans has increasingly been known as Hollywood's South due to its prominent role in the film industry and in pop culture. Founded in 1718 by French colonists, New Orleans was once the territorial capital of French Louisiana before becoming part of the United States in the Louisiana Purchase of 1803. New Orleans in 1840 was the third most populous city in the United States, and it was the largest city in the American South from the antebellum era until after World War II. The city has historically been very vulnerable to flooding due to its high rainfall, low-lying elevation, poor natural drainage, and proximity to multiple bodies of water. State and federal authorities have installed a complex system of levees and drainage pumps in an effort to protect the city. New Orleans was severely affected by Hurricane Katrina in late August 2005, which flooded more than 80% of the city, killed more than 1,800 people, and displaced thousands of residents, causing a population decline of over 50%. Since Katrina, major redevelopment efforts have led to a rebound in the city's population. Concerns have been expressed about gentrification, new residents buying property in formerly close-knit communities, and displacement of longtime residents. Additionally, high rates of violent crime continue to plague the city, with New Orleans experiencing 280 murders in 2022, resulting in the highest per capita homicide rate in the United States. The city and Orleans Parish, French Paroisse d'Orléans are coterminous. As of 2017, Orleans Parish is the third most populous parish in Louisiana, behind East Baton Rouge Parish and neighboring Jefferson Parish. The city and parish are bounded by St. Tammany Parish and Lake Pontchartrain to the north, St. Bernard Parish and Lake Bourgneuf to the east, Plaquemines Parish to the south, and Jefferson Parish to the south and west. The city anchors the larger Greater New Orleans metropolitan area, which had a population of 1,271,845 in 2020. Greater New Orleans is the most populous metropolitan statistical area MSA in Louisiana and, since the 2020 census, has been the 46th most populous MSA in the United States.